She was mocked for selling vegetables in the market. A rich girl threw her food into the dirt while everyone laughed. Years later, that same rich girl walked into an office, only to discover her new boss was the very woman she had humiliated. Every morning before the sun rose, Mama Grace would wake up in her tiny mud house on the edge of the village. She had no husband, no wealth, and no one to depend on except her own hard-working hands. With a woven basket balanced on her head, she walked several kilometers to her small garden, where she carefully picked fresh tomatoes, carrots, spinach, onions, peppers, and cabbages. Selling vegetables in the market was the only way she could feed herself and pay for her little daughter's education. Though life was difficult, Mama Grace never complained. She greeted everyone with a warm smile and always believed that kindness would one day return to her. One busy Saturday, the market was crowded with buyers and sellers. The rich merchant, Mr. Johnson, arrived with his daughter, Vanessa. Vanessa was famous in the town for her pride. She wore expensive clothes, gold jewelry, and looked down on anyone she considered poor. As Vanessa walked through the market, she noticed Mama Grace arranging her vegetables on an old wooden table. "You," Vanessa said loudly. "Why do poor people always make this market look dirty?" The market suddenly became silent. Mama Grace smiled politely. "My daughter, these vegetables are fresh. Would you like to buy some?" Vanessa frowned. "Buy from you? Never." Without warning, she kicked the basket of tomatoes. Then she grabbed another basket and threw it onto the ground. Tomatoes rolled everywhere. Carrots, onions, peppers, and spinach scattered across the dusty road. People stopped and watched. Instead of helping, many began laughing. "Look at her vegetables. They are ruined. She'll never sell them now." Mama Grace knelt on the ground, trying to gather the vegetables. Tears filled her eyes, but she refused to argue. She simply whispered, "May God bless you, my child." Vanessa laughed even harder before walking away proudly with her father. That evening, Mama Grace returned home with almost nothing. She cried quietly, wondering how she would survive the coming week. Days turned into months. Although life became even harder, Mama Grace continued working honestly. She never allowed bitterness to fill her heart. One afternoon, a charity organization visited the village. They noticed Mama Grace's determination and offered her a small loan to expand her farming business. She accepted the opportunity with gratitude. Years passed. Her small vegetable garden became one of the biggest farms in the region. She supplied vegetables to supermarkets, hotels, and restaurants across several cities. Soon, Mama Grace became one of the most respected businesswomen in the country. Yet despite her success, she remained humble and generous, helping widows, orphans, and struggling families. Meanwhile, Mr. Johnson's business collapsed after several dishonest partners betrayed him. Within a short time, he lost everything: his shops, his house, and his fortune. Vanessa, who had once mocked poor people, suddenly found herself searching for work just to survive. One morning, she saw a large company advertising for a personal assistant. Desperate, she applied. After passing the interviews, she was told that the company owner wanted to meet her personally. Nervous, Vanessa entered the luxurious office. When the chair slowly turned around, her heart nearly stopped. Sitting behind the desk was Mama Grace. The same woman whose vegetables she had thrown into the dirt years before. Vanessa immediately fell to her knees. "I'm so sorry," she cried. "I treated you terribly because you were poor. Please forgive me." Mama Grace looked at her quietly. For several moments, neither of them spoke. Then Mama Grace stood up, walked over, and gently lifted Vanessa from the floor. "My daughter," she said softly, "poverty is never a shame. Pride is." Vanessa burst into tears. "I don't deserve your kindness." Mama Grace smiled. Neither did I deserve your cruelty. But if I return evil for evil, then I become no better. I forgave you long ago." Instead of rejecting Vanessa, Mama Grace offered her the job. "Work honestly," she said. "Learn humility. Help those in need whenever you can. That would be your repayment." Vanessa accepted with gratitude. From that day on, she worked faithfully beside the woman she had once humiliated. She learned that true greatness is measured not by wealth, but by compassion, humility, and forgiveness. As the years passed, Vanessa dedicated her life to helping the poor, remembering the lesson that one humble vegetable seller had taught her. And throughout the village, people would often say, "Money can make a person rich, but only kindness can make a person truly great."